Joining us now is Nse Ufot, the CEO of the New Georgia Project, which is an organisation dedicated to registering and civically engaging Georgia voters. Thank you so much for your time tonight, Nse. Since the January 6th, 2021 attack on the US Capitol, you and your organisation have asked for a plan to pass federal voting rights protections. But no one from the New Georgia Project attended President Biden's speech today. Why was that? Did you watch the speech? You heard a bit of it there. What did you make of it?
I watched the speech, and I'm so proud of our president. And I echo his sentiments. We are tired of being quiet. I think one thing I would also add is that to the two senators that we've been talking about, Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema, and any elected official in this moment also has another choice. Do you want to be on the side of the January 5th Americans who it was a multiracial, multi-ethnic, multi-generational coalition of Georgians that showed up to vote 9 weeks after the presidential election to send Senators Warnock and Ossoff to the election, to the Senate? Or do you want to be on the side of the January 6th Americans who broke into the Capitol with a failed murder plot for the vice president and a failed plot to interfere with the Electoral College vote, right? And so those are the choices that our elected officials have in this moment. And so I 100% am grateful to the president and the vice president for their travels to Georgia, for lifting up this issue and how incredibly urgent it is and how fundamental it is. I think that folks have tried to frame this as a partisan issue, as a garden variety Democrats versus Republican issue, and that is not what we are facing at all. This is much more sinister. This is these continuous attempts to deal grievous blows to our democracy and our elections infrastructure. Something has to be done, not now, but right now.
Well, you say you're proud of what the president is doing, but I think I'm right in saying that no one from the New Georgia Project went to the speech. We saw notable people kind of bowing out, not wanting to be seen there. He's been criticised for going to Georgia. Do you think he's doing enough? I mean, a lot of people have been saying, well, speeches aren't enough. So, I mean, what's your position on that?
Speeches are not enough. What we have asked for, what Georgians have asked for, is an expansion of federal voting rights protections. That is what the end game is. That is what the goal is, that we are being attacked. Our right to vote is being attacked. Our ability to choose our leaders and to self-govern is currently being attacked. And so the speech is helpful in communicating where the administration is, that the president has demanded a bill on his desk. And so I am hoping that the two senators that appear to be in the way in the U.S. Senate have received that message, as well as any other patriots in the U.S. Senate who understand what is happening right here and want to join Americans again in protecting and preserving the fundamental sacred right to vote.
Well, what should President Biden be doing if not giving a speech in Georgia? Organizations like yours boycotted it, but then the reality in a 50 Senate means that serious reform is kind of almost impossible. So what materially is the administration supposed to do to move forward?
So I'm going to first start by saying that a boycott is a very specific tactic where you are not only withdrawing your labor or withdrawing your investment, but calling for others to do the same. That is not what is happening here. We are in a crisis moment. The Georgia State legislative session started yesterday. The Republicans are not done attacking our elections infrastructure. Not only did they pass Senate Bill 202 in 2021, a series of trash interventions that make it more difficult for Georgians to participate in our elections. They came back this year and said that they want to get rid of drop boxes. They are not done with their attack on our democracy. Lincoln County, a few hours away from Atlanta, one of the rural Black Belt counties, where over 33% of the voters are African American. They are planning to close 7 out of the 8 polling locations. And so folks are collecting signatures to block that from happening. County Board of Elections officials all over the state of Georgia, particularly Black ones, are being unceremoniously removed from their leadership positions as we speak, that we are under attack. So when I say that speeches are great and that I am happy to hear our president say that he is tired of being quiet. Those things are absolutely true. What is also true is that we are in the middle of a fight to defend American democracy, that the crisis is happening now. I used to be concerned about being considered hyperbolic in how we are framing this, but if we do not do something about these attacks on our elections, these 400 bills that were introduced in 48 out of our 50 states, it's not just the November midterms that are at stake, the future of American democracy at stake. Our governor in Georgia just signed an awful map into law, and it will bind our hands for the next decade or more if something is not done to inject some sanity and to stop these attacks on our elections infrastructure.
It does feel that the administration is on your side in this. It's just kind of hamstrung by the fact that it's very difficult to get these things through the US Senate. I mean, I'm wondering if the administration reached out to you at all before today's speech?
Yes. We've been in constant communication with members of the administration. We've also been into West Virginia. We've been to Arizona. We've been to Texas. We've been to DC several times. Many members of our coalition have been arrested in fighting for and calling for these federal voting rights protections. We will not shut up. We will not pretend like we do not see what is happening. Again, this is not the Hatfields and the McCoys and a garden variety partisan ideological debate. This is something way more sinister. It has the ability to destabilize our nation, and we are looking to do any and everything that makes sense in order to advance this cause, to create the demand so that the president and the vice president of the United States know that this is priority number one amongst their base, amongst the folks who are responsible for making their tenure possible.
Nse Ufot of the New Georgia Project, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.